Just open it with the can opening, apparently.
What? The what? Oh, no, we're opening... Well, because now I'm turning it into a drinking game. So anytime I have... Well, it's not alcohol. It's sangria.
Sangria. Oh, my God.
Oh. Anytime I have any kind of emotion, I'm going to try not to choke on soda.
Isn't this a Bakugo chapter, too?
Yeah, it is. I'm narrating. Welcome. I'm just going to go ahead and just text her that we're starting.
Okay.
Maybe. If... I really don't like Discord. Y'all can fight me, but it's buggy as shit.
It is. I don't really use it much.
You have a Discord?!
Yeah.
No one even told me. We're starting.
Okay.
We're starting.
In all caps?
Yeah, in all caps! Yeah! Fight me. Alright, so this is chapter 9. Well, I guess, okay, so I'm going to post this on YouTube. So if you haven't read chapters 1 through 8 of Neon Clocks, why are you here?
What are you doing with your life?
Fuck off. Leave. Unless you just really don't care about spoilers, then I guess you can do whatever you want.
Sure, why not?
Live your life.
But again, what are you doing with your life if you decide to do that?
Don't judge the people. Don't judge the people.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Okay, so you're reading. I'm narrating because it's Bakugo's chapter. I'm reading as Bakugo. I'm gonna read as the girl that never fucking shuts up.
And I'm the other dude.
You're Meat Boy because I don't want to be. I don't want to be Meat Boy. All right. Okay. All right.
You good, Bakugo?
No. I'm upset. She's like saying stuff about screaming, and I want to know why I'm gonna be screaming.
Could be good, could be bad.
All right. Bakugo Katsuki's demon is a goddamn hypocrite. Bitch. Bakugo is fuming now. Absolutely furious. The fucker said but that no one could possibly recognize it on this side, that its name wasn't even well known enough to draw attention. And yet this pink-horned, rat-tailed blondie comes floating up to Todoroki like it's just found its long-lost friend. Todoroki doesn't look at Bakugo because he knows that it's fucked up now. It's nervous as it meets the blonde demon's gaze, but it doesn't look afraid in the threatening sense, only in the I fucked up sense. As far as Bakugo can tell. Hey! Bakugo calls, and he stomps through the ooze on the floor towards them. It's fine. His boots have been through more guts and gloop than he can count by now. Who the fuck is this? The one with the pink horns offers him a glance, lips pursed and gaze curious as it looks him up and down. But that's not the demon he was talking to. He steps up alongside the new demon, shoves a hand to its face, and pushes his way back into Todoroki's personal bubble. You've got friends on this side? You two-toned, two-faced...
She's harmless.
Todoroki interrupts. It's not wrong, either. The demon hasn't made an effort to fight back. Instead, it just floats there, waiting for Bakugo to remove his hand from its face. That's not the point, Bakugo snarled. You lied. You said no one would know who you were.
You downgraded.
No one gives two shits. Meat Boy. Shut the fuck up. I didn't like you in the comic. I don't like you here. You can go home, beat your meat alone like you will always be for the rest of your life.
Calm down.
No! I hate Meat Boy. Interrupts the voice of the purple-haired person behind them.
This witch doesn't seem to respect the power you offer him. What a mindless brute.
Bakugo's head snaps in their direction. The witch's hands aren't gloved up like Bakugo's are. The mark of a contract is plain as day on the palm that isn't occupied with that gross, fleshy spear of a weapon. And who the fuck are you? The witch yanks said weapon out from the split sphere that had once resided in the blob. Ooze drips off the thing in purple and pink and blue.
Shishikura Seiji.
Oh, you just fucking said that. I was trying to figure out how to say that for like 10 minutes, and I guess that happens when you like take Japanese in school. And
yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that. I still don't. You said it just now, and I still don't know how to say it.
You mean Shishikura Seiji?
I hate you. He says, and Bakugo's jaw drops a little.
And I presume that I'm the reason you're here, correct?
He spins the spear, clearing it of the fluids.
Because it's unlikely that you came here in search of pleasure, as this place has been run down for years, unless you were hoping for a go at this one.
He pokes the spear in the general direction of a pile of goop without actually making contact.
In which case, I will not apologize for ruining your fun. You are being unbearably loud and obnoxious in whatever you were attempting to do.
What the fuck is this guy going on about? Bakugo belatedly realizes his hand is still on this demon's face, so he pulls it away and it goes floating back to its witch's side, still hovering with high heels just inches off the ground. Why are you wearing shoes? Why would you wear shoes if you're just gonna float? Take your shoes off. What the fuck? You're gonna hurt someone. Poke out someone's eye. Jesus.
There's plenty of emotion. You still haven't drank anything.
Oh, is that me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't sound like you were looking for a reunion, it offers. There shouldn't be a shitty reunion, because we weren't supposed to find anyone it knows, he hisses. The blonde demon tilts its head. It?
He means me,
Todoroki says, stepping up from behind Bakugo.
Shishikura.
And his demon give Todoroki a look of... Nope. Nope. Give Todoroki a look of pity. Bakugo huffs. This is bullshit, he says, on instinct, but he realizes that it's quite the opposite of bullshit. If they already know who Todoroki is, if they're already in a contract of their own and don't care, then that may be safer than putting all their information in the hands of a stranger, after all. Or they could be in deeper trouble for those exact same reasons. Well, this was a huge risk either way.
He didn't give me a name before we sought you out.
Todoroki eyes Bakugo with a sidelong stare.
I couldn't have known I'd run into a familiar face here.
Then its eyes are back on the two in front of them.
Much less two. I wouldn't have expected your contract to have lasted this long.
Shit, we were just starting when we met you, you know. The floaty one tugs at
Shishikura's
wrist to show off his timer. Clock's still ticking for now. Bakugo doesn't like the implications of for now. So, like, what do you want us for anyway?
Can we please continue this conversation elsewhere? Shishikura
Makes a sickened face at the filth on the floor.
It's unpleasant enough without the environment.
Aw, don't be like that. Floaty demon moves towards some of the blobby stuff with the grace of a mermaid in air. It's entirely different from how Todoroki just kind of bobs around when he's off the ground. People pay cray cash for this stuff back home, Seiji. It picks up a handful of it. We should totally keep some.
We can't sell that to anyone here.
Bakugo's still trying to figure out why anyone would pay money for a thing that apparently isn't meant to be consumed. He'd never seen Todoroki do anything else with demon corpses until now.
Another location would be preferable.
Todoroki insists. And so,
Shishikura
leads them out from the wreck of a hotel room and into a much less gooey hotel room. Instead of goo, it's instead filled with boxes, briefcases, stacks of paper, and a lot more computer monitors than Bakugo had anticipated.
Shishikura
Sits on the bed, lays down his spear, and pops open the laptop. There are too many wires to count leading from the thing to all of the additional screens set up on chairs and boxes around it. Bakugo doesn't venture in much further than the doorway. Is that me? The new location is still inside the sex hotel.
If you intend to be choosy, then you can take your leave. I have more people in need of my services than just you, you know.
Yeah, the place looks slammed.
Shishikura
Chews him a glare, and Todoroki sits a hand on Bakugo's shoulder.
Will you stop?
The demon asks, almost a whisper.
This will be a waste of everyone's time if you behave like a brat the entire time.
I'm a brat! He hisses right back. Any other contract friends I should know about? Mr. Honesty?
Can we please have this talk later?
Bakugo would argue for the sake of arguing, but he knows they have better things to do. If he wanted to bicker with Todoroki, he wouldn't have had to leave home to do so. Yeah, but you're gonna talk.
I don't suppose you'll leave me much choice.
Todoroki ventured past him to where Shishikura sits. Oh, I got it!
Got it!
Oh, I got it! I'm a genius! Just need to hear it like 7 or 8 different times. It's alright. The other demon is nowhere in sight.
Kami stayed behind,
He says before either of them can question it.
She was really intent on bottling some of that disgusting goo. I don't care. As long as she doesn't bring it anywhere near me.
He gets to typing and doesn't look up when he asks.
So why is it you came looking for me?
Met some loser in the underground who's like an idiot bragging about a fake ID. Bakugo says from the doorway. A fake hunter's ID. Said he got it from you. Shishikura looks like he sniffed something rotten.
I do hope there was more to the conversation than them just giving you the answer right up front.
Who cares? We're here now, and Todoroki's gotta blend. Shishikura casts a momentary glance at Todoroki's way, then goes back to typing.
Are you two not contracted?
I wouldn't be lugging around a goddamn demon if we weren't.
Then he can hide himself. We don't require my help.
Todoroki peeks at the screens, but doesn't seem to be able to make any sense of them, if the squinting is anything to go by.
I would like to blend in a different manner.
The typing stops.
As a hunter?
Shishikura asks with a scoff.
You're the furthest thing from a hunter, Todoroki Shoto. My kind have always hunted one another. I'm hardly any further than a witch.
Its tail flicks behind it.
We can pay you. Bakugo has plenty of money.
Bitch! Bitch! It's not your money!
That's probably an emotion. You should probably drink something.
Motherfucker! I hate you. I wish this was alcohol. Bakugo steps away from the doorway at that, but not too far. Hey, don't make it sound like I'm gonna shower him in gold or something. Oops. Todoroki raises a brow Bakugo's way.
You own a Maserati. You have the funds to spare, even if you refuse to use them for my sake.
It's a Lamborghini, first off.
An expensive vehicle. My statement still stands.
I can't afford a Lamborghini. I just keep stopping. I'm like, oh, the sentence is over. It's your turn, but it's not. It's my turn. Bakugo's voice cracks at the admission. How fucking stupid are you? You've seen my house. It ain't a goddamn luxury home. How much do you think hunters make?
Wait, you're contracted to a hunter?
Shishikura interjects. He goes ignored.
What do you mean you can't afford one?
Todoroki asks.
You have one.
I got rid of a demon infestation for some rich douchebag and he compensated me with a fucking car like it was spare change.
What?
Todoroki balks.
Then how do you even afford the gas?
Oh my god, don't act like you suddenly know shit about cars.
We have cars where I'm from, Bakugo.
Bakugo is momentarily winded by the imagery of the blob monster that just fought being a steering wheel. I'm scarred now. I'm scarred. What the fuck? You just made me imagine that.
That's hilarious.
I just imagine it, sticking out the sunroof, just oozing over the...
Just like, whoa.
That's an extra drink. I'm losing my mind. What the fuck? Why are we talking about my goddamn car?
Did he let you choose the car?
Shishikura. No one cares! Shishikura puts in again. Yes, goddammit, who cares? Oh shit, I gotta choose a car. And he chose the shittiest one. It's not shitty, but it's like...
He let you choose the car.
Oh, Shishikura says, with the most accusing tone possible to mankind.
And you chose an incredibly high-maintenance supercar that's hardly suitable for daily drive. With the world's most unnecessary doors.
Todoroki adds, you know what? I think y'all are just a little jealous.
You're the one that just said that he chose the shittiest car.
A little jealous. Well, it's a shitty car in the sense that it's like, why would you, how many miles to the gallon does a fucking Lamborghini get? 8. Probably! 1 mile to the gallon and it holds, 4 gallons? You're gonna be filling up the tank every time you drive to the goddamn fucking gas station.
You drive to the corner, you already need gas.
You drive to the gas station, then you need gas.
Yeah, okay.
And you get gas, and then you drive home, and then you need more gas. It's a problem. It's a shitty car. Look! Bakugo has, at some point, wandered over to the bed, but he's still yelling just as loud, despite the shortened distance between them. When some fancy fucker shows you a garage of Ferraris and says, take your pick, you don't say, no thanks! Todoroki squints.
Ferrari? You said it was a Porsche.
Are you fucking kidding?
He has to be doing it to fuck with him now.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you shitting me right now? Are you kidding? Are you fucking...
He has to be doing that to fuck with him.
Bakugo is close to literally exploding. Lambo... You're doing this on purpose! Shishikura still looks judgmental.
Why didn't you choose the Ferrari?
You can't legally mod a Ferrari! Can we fucking move on now? Yeah, you can't do shit to a Ferrari because they have fucking dumbass laws because they're like, oh, Ferrari's so fucking special. No one cares. No one cares! No one cares! Fucking...
I think that deserves another drink. You're really over.
I'll drink half this goddamn can.
You're the one that wanted to make it a drinking game.
I hate that I made it a drinking game. Because I hate soda. Okay. Shishikura returns to typing.
You are incapable of paying me for my services, is what you're telling me then.
I can't pay you what this shithead's saying I can pay you. He points an accusing finger at Todoroki. Shishikura hums.
I'll take the Lamborghini then.
You absolutely will not.
Then I suppose you have no business here. The door's behind you. Take care not to step in the goop on your way out.
Bakugo was about to tell him off when someone's foot smacks the back of his head. What did I say about poking someone's eye out? It's gonna fucking happen. Please take your fucking shoes off. What the fuck?
I didn't do anything.
The pink horn demon floats over and past him. It spins around to face him after so kindly kicking him in the noggin. Its arms are full of mason jars and bottles that clink together and come dangerously close to slipping with the movement. Every one of them is full of the remains of the blob they just slaughtered. Oops! Sorry, fam. I'm not usually that clumsy, I swear. Just not used to all the extra bottles hanging around, you know? Oh, bodies. Well, I made sense of
the bottles!
The bottle, well, she's got a bunch of fucking bottles in her arms. She can't see shit, probably. She can't see shit normally. She's a fucking idiot. I love her. Sorry, okay. Bakugo grumbles and rubs the back of his head. He doesn't know if this demon talks the way it does out of sincerity or if it's just trying way too hard to fit in with human lingo. It dumps the jars onto the bed and lays on its belly in the air just above it, skimming the screen surrounding its witch. It whistles. Sick. Demon hunting demon Todoroki, huh?
I think that, kind of defeats the purpose if it says demon Todoroki.
Here's my fucking... I don't think that's what it said. But that would be fucking stupid as hell. Here's my fucking hunter ID. It identifies me as a demon.
I don't know why.
Typo. What the fuck?
My first name is Demon.
Demon Todoroki. It's just my parents were just very enthusiastic about killing demons, and they really didn't like me. I don't think that... What? Bakugo storms over to the computer. Shishikura tries and fails to hide his work. You're giving me shit when you were fucking setting up the ID anyway!
I don't recall giving you permission to nose around.
Shishikura kicks Bakugo in the leg. Why is everyone hurting me? Stop! I am tender. I am sensitive.
Are you?
Shut the fuck up! My gosh! Fuck you. Todoroki steps between the two before Bakugo can even consider blowing the little bastard to pieces.
We have a deal then.
Todoroki asks, hand on Bakugo's face while he shouts into the demon's palm. I'm not giving him my car!
I can see why there's so much yelling.
You mean that shiny red toy parked outside? Floaty demon whistles. You rich or something?
No, it would seem that he's just pathetic.
Shishikura says.
So it would seem.
Todoroki says. Bakugo snaps out a command of sit, and suddenly Todoroki is on the floor.
That's a fucking Inuyasha thing.
That's my favorite. What?
It's that's something from Inuyasha. She says sit, and he has a necklace that literally forces him to the ground.
That's fucking hilarious. My favorite fucking thing is when he says sit, and then Todoroki just lands on his ass like a 2-year-old that just fell over. That's the funniest fucking thing in the entire world. I love it so much.
Funny.
I hope it never stops. I hope they get to some dramatic romantic moment and he says sit, and Todoroki falls on his ass, and then they start laughing. That's what I hope happens.
That would be great.
I would.
I don't think I've ever seen a contract as messy as yours.
Shishikura types out a few more things, then points to the wall to the left of the bed.
We need a photo for this thing. Cammy, quit working your magic on him. Let him hide his horns.
The demon pouts. They were so pretty, though. Even so, it complies, and Todoroki's horns and tail vanish from sight once again. Floaty demon then floats over to the wall. It puts an open palm out and blows, and the shitty peeling hotel wall morphs into a sleek white backdrop. Bakugo nudges Todoroki's leg with his foot. Hey, you said that repairing stuff uses up too much energy.
She's not repairing it.
Todoroki huffs.
I have my fire and ice. She has her illusions.
Todoroki stands when Bakugo calls off the command. The demon wanders over to the wall while Shishikura positions a camera on his laptop. He takes a few shots, lets Todoroki skim through them, then moves on. Why do you get to choose? Who fucking cares? When you go to the fucking DMV to get your picture taken for your license, they don't take 7 shots and then let you choose the right one, pick a filter. Oh, this one flatters my jawline. No, you take one fucking picture and they're like, fuck you, here you go, and then you get your shit and leave.
This is what happens when you know people.
It's just stupid as hell. I'm mad. Fucking screen keeps going to sleep.
What name am I putting on this thing? My name will do.
Shishikura raises a brow.
You sure about that?
Not. Not if more punks like you are gonna recognize this asshole! Bakugo leans over Todoroki's shoulder to observe Shishikuro's progress. The picture they've chosen doesn't look half bad, but he's not about to admit it out loud.
No one on this side who will recognize me as a threat.
But people will recognize you, which isn't what you told me before. Bitch. Todoroki leans away from Bakugo.
That's a very limited and harmless amount of people. I didn't find that information necessary to disclose.
Is that it? Bitch!
Yes, Bakugo. While we're on the subject, would you like to tell me what it is you're really doing at the underground every night?
Shishikuro ceases typing.
Will you two back off?
They both step back away from Shishikuro's personal space, and away from each other. Perfect. There's a huff, then Shishikuro picks up where he left off.
Should I assume I'm putting freelancer as your status?
Bakugo scoffs. Think we're gonna risk getting involved with some coven or agency?
A simple yes or no would have sufficed. Thank you.
The pink horn demon taps Todoroki's shoulder. Is he always so... It makes a vague kaboom motion with its hands, fingers spread and coming away from its head. Todoroki nods in reply. A few more clicks, a few more basic questions, and a printer starts up across the room. Other than that, it's quiet for an uncomfortably long while. Bakugo's eyes wander, intent on looking anywhere but Todoroki. Because he's an ugly piece of shit and he doesn't like him, definitely, absolutely not. Don't talk to me.
Bakugo?
Yeah. The room... Yay! The room isn't in much better condition than the others, other than the fact that the ceiling is still mostly intact. With this place so otherwise untouched, he supposes it's not a bad location for a secret hideout, but then, how secret is it if he was able to get the location off some loser at the underground? Surely the authorities would have followed someone here at some point, right? Unless they have wards similar to the ones Bakugo's placed in the basement set up in this dump. In which case, they would have had to disable them upon Bakugo and Todoroki's arrival for them to have gotten inside so easily, which would mean they knew they were here from the start and still let them wander around. Shishikuro's demon seemed surprised to see Todoroki, but Shishikuro himself didn't. Maybe letting them get lost in the hotel was some kind of game to him, up until they ran into that blob and made a mess of the already messy place. Bakugo watches the bastard move from the bed to the printer and decides he wouldn't put it past him. Shishikuro's demon breaks Bakugo's train of thought, as well as the silence of the room. It floats down to the ground and steps up to Todoroki, curious eyes looking him over. Hey, so, if it's okay to ask, what happened to, Wendy? Oh my god, I want to know the answer to this question. It's so fucking bad. Read it. Oh, shit. My turn. Bakugo wasn't particularly interested in their conversation. He only cast a glance their way because it was hard not to hear them with the room so quiet. Todoroki has gone stiff, though. The demon looks almost uncomfortable, averting eyes from the pink-horned one and shifting his weight from one leg to the other. Are you sad about your old boyfriend? Sad about your old boyfriend?
Bakugo, shut up. Still you.
Oh, pfft. It's chill if you don't want to talk. I just thought...
No, it's fine.
I didn't get to say it inhales.
Sorry.
It inhales.
It's fine. Better?
Yeah. It looks to Bakugo and he swallows at the sight of those blue and gray eyes. He's never seen them look like that. Whatever that is. Hurt?
Bakugo, could you please wait in the hall?
Bitch! No!
Go wait in the damn hall!
Fuck you! I want to know! What the hell do you have to say that I'm not allowed to hear? He asks, and immediately feels bad about it. Especially when Todoroki doesn't snap back at him.
Please, you can command the details from me later if you don't trust me.
Todoroki's gaze does not waver, and Bakugo turns on his heel, if only to avoid keeping said gaze and contemplating what the discomfort he feels from meeting it means.
Are you upset?
I want to fucking know. Kaga! What the fuck? You know I've been asking this question since like chapter 2. What the fuck? How fucking dare you?
She has.
I'm mad. I'm angry. He steps out into the hall like a bitch and lets the door close behind him. Whatever they're talking about, they're doing so quietly, and he can't hear a thing because he's a bitch. Your demon hearing can't hear through a goddamn door? Jeez. Pathetic. The seconds grow longer, and he takes out his phone to pass the time. 5 new messages, all from earlier in the night. Okay, wait, hold on. Well, so I read Kaminari, and she reads Kirishima, and then if there's other people involved, we just cry.
We just roll with it.
I
I also read Deku because you don't want to be Deku.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Spark plug. Congrats, dude. But maybe don't spend 20 minutes making out to show off next time. Like, we get it. LMAO. Still think he's too cool for you, though. Hold on. Emotions. What? Bakugo stares at Kaminari's messages for a while, and all he can manage to think, no matter how long he stares at it, is what? He made out with Todoroki in front of them. No, correction, he drunk made out with Todoroki because there's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference.
Is there really?
There is, because when you're drunk,
you're more honest?
You do shit that you don't intend to actually ever do.
Yeah, you're honest.
And, like, when someone is like, hey, why don't you stab yourself in the penis? If you're drunk, you're like, hell yeah, I'll stab myself in the penis. But, like, normally you wouldn't do that because that's fucking stupid as hell. Why would you do that ever? There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Kaminari is grossly exaggerating the time, though. It's probably only like, okay, it was not 20 minutes, whatever it was. What the hell is he saying congrats for? He ignores it for now. On to the next message.
Dude, does your mom know? Like, I know she knows about the roommate thing, but does she know?
This is exhausting. Does she know what? What the hell did you tell her?
Man, you are slow with the responses lately. I didn't tell her anything, dude. Chill. I just want to know who knows what here.
I'm failing to see what there is to know.
The boyfriend thing?
Bakugo has to read that last one about 5 times for it to sink in. Boyfriend. They think he has a fucking boyfriend. Just because he made out with... Okay, it's a fair assumption, actually, but he was drunk, and you don't have to be dating someone to swap saliva with them. He sure as hell isn't dating his demon. Ooh, his demon. His demon! Let me just...
Emotions.
His demon.
Emotions.
His demon. Is that so? It's yours. It's yours.
Is it Bakugo? Is it yours?
Well. His demon. Ooh. Ooh.
Drinks one thing, drinks another.
Ooh. His demon. He was drunk. I'm drunk. That was
even alcohol.
I'm drunk on life. Drunk on this fan fiction. Killing me. He was drunk. That was it. Maybe the contract was pulling some weird shit on them, too. It doesn't seem to like them being far apart, so that makes sense, right? And it's not his fault, his stupid demon, his demon. You know, I guess really, like, she has been saying his demon for quite some time, but, like, in the context...
Has a stupidly attractive human-like face.
Has a stupidly attractive human-like face.
Attractive.
Bakugo sticks his tongue out the moment the word attractive graces his thoughts. He needs soap for his brain. ASAP. He's sober right now, so what the hell?
Attractive.
Contract. It's just the contract.
Is it really?
It is! Bakugo begins typing furiously in an attempt to stomp out his train of thought. He types out, I don't have a boyfriend, but he doesn't send it.
Ooh.
He needs to figure out what he's going to say, how he's going to explain himself, and Kirishima asks. He can say it was because he was drunk, but he knows that Kirishima will point out that he has never made a move on him or Kaminari, or anyone else for that matter, even at his most shit-faced. Random makeouts are not what he thinks about. Now that he thinks about it, not usually a thing that Bakugo does when he's drunk. Not usually fucking anomaly night, okay? Like, fucking leave me alone. He deletes what he was typing and groans. Kirishima's probably already seen that he was typing a message, so he can't just ignore now. Oh, shit. I was gonna say, like, no one actually ever fucking does that, I think, but, Kirishima probably does. Kirishima probably sits on the...
Just staring like...
Sits on the bed like, when will my senpai return my texts? He's like that.
Juju would.
That's why she's Kirishima. He deletes what he was typing and groans. How many excuses can he come up with? He lost a bet, he had a roommate that he just makes out with on occasion, but it's nothing serious, friends with benefits. That's better than saying Todoroki's his boyfriend, but it still makes him cringe. Todoroki's already complicated things enough with his elaborate fake witch demon hunter roommate lie. Bakugo can't add that I sometimes sleep with or who I'm dating on top of that. Except, no one said anything about sleeping together, and this is just about one stupid drunk-ass packed magic-induced kiss.
I love how he's just like blaming it on the contract.
It is the
It's
contract.
not the contract.
If Bakugo Katsuki's head hurts, it's fine. He'll just go with the initial train of thought. Say it was nothing. He doesn't owe anyone any more explanation than that. He doesn't have to defend himself. She doesn't know shit, and neither do you, because nothing important fucking happened. I already forgot about it. That seems like a dismissive enough response, except that the hotel door swings open to a very tired-looking Todoroki, and Bakugo hits send prematurely.
Beautiful.
She doesn't know. Fuck! Todoroki frowns, and Bakugo goes back to typing a frantic response to cover his ass. Kirishima has always typed faster than him, though.
Secret safe with me, man. I don't know if you were embarrassed or something, but you can always talk to me. Maybe take the lengthy makeout sessions to another room next time, though?
That's it right there. That's the section. It wasn't that long! He realizes this is not the thing he needs to be arguing right now.
It was pretty long, man. I think you guys forgot we were even there.
How long was it? He asks out loud, brain feeling absolutely fried.
I'm sorry.
How fucking long were we making out on that couch?
We're having this discussion here?
It wasn't 20 fucking minutes! They're exaggerating! Todoroki steps around him, eyeing the phone as it does.
I wasn't timing it, but I'm sure that they are.
The demon stops in front of Bakugo and holds a plastic card out over his view of the phone screen. If he hadn't known any better, he'd have thought it was an official hunter's ID. He also notices that it's not the only thing Todoroki's left the room with. There's a jar full of pinkish-purple goo in its other hand. Oh, dear God. I know what that does. Do you know what that does?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just like your reaction of, oh my God.
I know what that does.
Okay.
I know. Oh no, he has some. That's not good. How much does it cost? That's what I want to know. Is this like a $20, like a mason jar is like $20, or are we talking like 2,000? Like, is it cocaine?
Is it cocaine?
No. Like, I know what it is. I know what it is, but like, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no.
is
like,
it cocaine?
Is it like cocaine,
or is
you have
it
to pay,
like
a bunch of money for a little bit, or if it's just like, oh, you
lotion
$5?
from Walmart? Like, what is it? You know?
No, well, you can't say lotion from Walmart. Some lotions from Walmart are like $25.
No, they're not. Walmart brand lotion is not.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right about that.
What is that? Todoroki frowns.
My hunting license?
It says, like, Bakugo's stupid for asking.
And Kami says it's on the house, so you get to keep her, not Ferrari.
Not that! Bakugo points his phone at the jar. That! Why are you keeping that? A sigh.
Kami insisted. I'll probably dispose of it once we get home.
But not by eating it.
No, Bakugo. It's been a long day. I just had an exhausting conversation in there. I'm emotionally and physically drained, and I would very much like to go home and, at the very least, have some of your human food to hold me over until we go on a proper hunt. The last thing on my to-do list is to subject myself to the side effects of some sex toy when I've already had one confusing hormonal experience in the past 24 hours. I know what it is now.
It's like, nailed it! Yeah, I never forgot what that is. You can't forget shit like that.
I got home from work and we started reading. I'm tired.
We could have been in bed sooner if you just hadn't gotten gas. We didn't need gas.
Yes, we did.
Bakugo blinks once at Todoroki, then at the jar. A what toy?
I said not to eat it because it secretes an aphrodisiac.
Todoroki explains, like this information is no big deal.
Once the stuff is separated from its core, it loses all its capability to act aggressively. The demons use it as...
A pause and a huff.
Is this explanation really necessary? I'm not keeping it.
Why the hell is your friend giving you a sex toy as a parting gift?
Because it's valuable and she has no shame, I suppose.
A sigh. It tucks the jar under its arm.
Can we leave now?
Kirishima thinks we're dating. The demon watches him like it's expecting a follow-up. Bakugo doesn't give one.
I can't imagine what gave him that idea.
It says. It's not the usual tone where Bakugo has to struggle to tell whether it's being genuine or snarky either. It's undeniably dripping with sarcasm. I need to fix this.
Then fix it, Bakugo. I've gotten the room I wanted out of this. You're the one who overcomplicated the situation.
Todoroki turns and starts down the hall the way he came. I didn't fucking plan this! He shoves the phone in his pocket and stomps after Todoroki. Kirishima will have to wait. Except putting off the response is going to make it less believable when he says it was a misunderstanding, unless he tells him they broke up and they're still living together. Ugh.
Funny thing about these contracts, which they don't always go according to plan.
Despite saying it was going to dispose of it, the demon takes an awful lot of care in making sure it doesn't drop the jar when maneuvering around all the debris and junk in the hotel. Probably because the witch and the demon ain't gonna have the same plan. Oop, Todoroki turns and blocks his path just before the stairs.
And what is your plan, Bakugo?
Bakugo shoves past him with a forceful bump of shoulders. You know my plan.
No.
Todoroki snatches him by the arm.
Your plan where the contract is concerned. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but it sounds like you're still set on the delusion that you'll make it out of this in 4 years alive.
3 years and some months, but who's counting?
You can't sever our bond. You understand that. You made that abundantly clear when you told me you wanted to figure out how to disrupt a summoning pre-contract for your hunting. You know there's no way to sever the bond post-ritual and still make it out alive.
I ain't looking to sever it. Bakugo sneers and yanks his arm away. I don't have a death wish.
Most witches who summon a demon do.
Most witches ain't me. I love the ain't.
Of course you do.
Yeah! Because I'm from Texas and I say ain't sometimes. Yanked.
Why?
Y'all do. Love it. Love the yanked. Best part of this chapter is the yanked.
The yanked?
Oh, the ain't, sorry.
The yanked. It's the
Just
yanked.
went straight to yank. Yank! Okay, I'm sorry. He starts down the stairs and ignores Todoroki's frustrated huff.
This concerns me too, you know. If your plans don't involve killing me, which wouldn't work, then I don't see why you won't let me in on them.
Todoroki catches up to Bakugo's side, and Bakugo picks up his pace in retaliation.
This is related to that girl in that club, isn't it?
Bakugo glares over his shoulder. I told you what I was researching already.
If this were about your insane hunting aspirations, you wouldn't still be so adamant about not following you into the underground.
Bakugo turns to face it once he's at the bottom of the steps. Do you know how many hunters hang out around that place? It's too risky to bring you.
I am a hunter now, Bakugo.
He rolls his eyes. Oh, fuck off, Todoroki.
There's more that you're not telling me. Aren't you tired of this, of having this argument over and over?
Todoroki reaches the bottom, too, and it steps right up to Bakugo's face, nose his hairs away from brushing.
Because let me tell you, Hunter, I am exhausted.
Then go to sleep. Is Bakugo's brilliant.
Wow.
Fuck off! You want some help? You want some help going to sleep? Come here. I'll put you to sleep, bitch.
Put
Bitch.
yourself to sleep, apparently.
Bitch. Sounds like someone needs a nap, little bitch.
Oh my god.
Saying bitch a lot.
A lot.
It's because you're a bitch.
No, I believe you're the bitch.
Wrong. Todoroki's voice has lowered just above a whisper.
If whatever you're planning fails tremendously, don't blame me when your clock runs out and it comes time for me to feed. Your regrets will mean nothing once I'm tearing into your throat.
Oh, you actually, just... I mean, I don't know why. Well, I guess because the only, demon stuff that I've ever thought of was, Black Butler, where it's all, sensual and sexual. I mean, and, let me just gently pull it from your throat like a little cherry and eat it.
Yeah,
He's just going for it.
That shit is classy, though.
Oh, shit! Oh! Todoroki's not classy!
Todoroki doesn't give a fuck.
Hot damn! Todoroki is a piece of shit confirmed.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
It's pretty much what you
No,
said.
that's not what I said.
Where are we? Oh, okay. Bakugo thinks it's going for intimidating. The way it looks down on him is in such close proximity. Bakugo doesn't feel intimidated, but he feels something.
Oh.
Stop it! It's the jar. Get it away from me.
I don't think the jar has anything to do with it.
You said it secretes bullshit.
It's
and
in
that's
a
what
jar.
It's doing. That's what it's through the jar.
I don't think it could do
Get out of my face! That time's not gonna come.
Explain to me how it's going to work.
Bakugo wants to shove away, to turn around and end the conversation in its tracks, but Todoroki's right. Even if he commands Todoroki to stop asking about it, his commands aren't permanent. It'll just keep coming back to bite him in the ass. And he sure as hell doesn't want the demon finding out any more info the same way it found out about all his other shit. He huffs and Todoroki inhales. He realizes now that he can feel Todoroki's breath, too. They're too close. Frustratingly close. The bond can't be severed. He never said it couldn't be extended. Oops. Todoroki's eyes go wide at that. And then it's back. That same almost pained expression he saw in those eyes just before he left Todoroki with Shishikuru's demon.
No.
Todoroki says, soft at first, barely even a word, then a louder, more adamant.
No.
Ooh. Are you mad? Bakugo, are you mad? I'm having a lot of emotion. This is a wonderful development, actually. This is incredible.
It is.
I'm psyched. Sex for eternity. No, I'm kidding.
Sounds like something Sinbad would do.
Stop it! There aren't any records of it not working, are there?
Wait,
Oh, sorry, it steps back away from Bakugo.
I might even know where. Okay.
It steps back away from Bakugo.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Thank you. I was lost. I was very lost.
Fucker. It's my job to get lost, not yours.
It doesn't work like that. There's no way to do that.
There aren't any records of it not working, are there?
How would you know that?
Jiro's a dreamer, he says, and he turns to start back towards the exit. When he hears Todoroki follow, he continues. But not a tracker. Trackers have dreams about demons who've crossed onto this side. That's how hunters get most of their intel and their locations. But Jiro doesn't see demons on this side. They're in the main lobby, almost at the door. She sees them on yours.
So what?
Todoroki hisses.
You're asking her to snoop out possible escapes for you?
Not escapes, but you get the gist. She doesn't know about you, though, unless she's figured out when you butted in on that fight, in which case, fuck. Bakugo runs a thumb over the clock mark through his glove. I was pretty good about making it sound like it was a research thing, though.
You're looking to get yourself killed in less time than I've given you.
What is he doing?
He's getting his toy from the table.
It's on the table?
The other one, the purple one.
Buddy boy, come here. Come here, buddy. Bakugo looks up from his hand with a sneer. That's literally the opposite of what I'm talking about.
It doesn't work, Bakugo. Just because there are no recordings of an attempt doesn't mean one hasn't been made.
It doesn't mean it has, either.
I'm telling you it has.
Todoroki snatches up Bakugo's hand. The clock is still covered by the glove, but Todoroki still holds it up to the witch's face.
I'm telling you, I've seen it fail.
Oh! I see what happened. Okay, alright, I'm not as mad because now I know what happened. So I'm a little bit less mad, but I still would have liked to hear him say it because he's a little bitch! I guess he's kind of gonna say it. Its voice cracks.
Focus on one thing at a time, Bakugo. Focus on your hunting and the plans surrounding that. But this...
He puts pressure on the clock with his fingers, hard nails digging into the clock glove. That's not very nice.
Do not mess with this if you don't want to see your time cut in half.
Are you threatening me? Bakugo spits.
I'm warning you.
Its voice breaks again. Jeez, cry about it, you big fucking baby. Jeez.
I don't get to choose when your time is up. I could, in a scenario where I just slaughter you, but I wouldn't get anything satisfying out of it. But when the timer decides you're done, I have no control over anything beyond that, Hunter.
It shivers.
I have no control over me beyond that.
Delicious.
Delicious!
Bakugo doesn't speak. He watches Todoroki's desperate eyes watching him back. He feels the unstableness in the hand that's clutching his own. This is different. This isn't the same as when it pinned him down in this house and told him that it'd lick his bones clean. The demon looks afraid. Of itself, of Bakugo, of the both of them. He's not entirely sure. He looks more human than ever. More human than he's comfortable with. He slips his hand from Todoroki's. He has a lot less questions, but he doesn't want to stick around this dump to ask them. His voice is just a little less harsh when he says, "You're gonna have to explain that at some point. If you want me to give up on it or find an alternative."
Hell, are you even listening?
Todoroki breathes a shaky, exasperated breath.
There is no alternative.
In the meantime...
God damn it.
Bakugo continues. I'll focus on all that other summoning interruption stuff, and on fixing this stupid boyfriend misunderstanding. He pats the phone in his pocket. Is that good enough for now? Todoroki exhales with relief.
For now.
It agrees.
And please, I don't date my contracts.
Like I'd let you, Bakugo grunts. If anything, we might have to play it off as some casual thing. Todoroki frowns.
Friends with benefits may be pushing it too.
Friends is pushing it.
As long as we agree on something.
It says, but the jab sounds weak and forced. They'll figure something out. He'll figure something out. Where all of this mess is concerned, right now, he just wants to go the hell home. Same. Me after work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bakugo opens the door of the hotel entrance, but he's not met with the empty street he expected. There are two figures approaching the door, one close to his height, the other considerably taller, and both wearing hoods to cover themselves. Oh, no. But that sight only lasts for a breath of a second. Bakugo's head starts pounding so hard that he finds himself bending over, a hand clutching his scalp. He hears Todoroki grunt with the same pain behind him, but then his hearing is overtaken by a sharp ringing. His vision blurs, and when it settles, there are no longer two figures, but one. The taller one is nowhere to be seen, and the shorter has one hand outstretched, as if reaching out to comfort Bakugo. But it stills, it's hesitant, and it pulls back. Oh! I read ahead a little bit.
I did too.
Stop doing that. When Bakugo looks up, he sees a mostly shadowed face with just a glimpse of freckles. His head is still pounding, but the world around him is gradually clearing up again. He can hear the figure's voice just fine when it speaks.
Kacha?
Deku wavers.
What are you doing here?
Bakugo Katsuki thinks that fate just might have had it out for him.
The end of the chapter.
Hold on.
There you go!
No! 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 Where did he go? Where did he go?
There's the screaming.
He's gone. That was his boyfriend. I can't breathe.
I was like, what the fuck?
I guess he didn't like that I screamed.
No,
alright.
I think he just didn't like that you were trying, like...
Crushing him.
Yeah. He's just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
You good?
Where did he go? I was...
Vanished into the void.
Well, come back! What the fuck? I did not give you permission to leave. Jeez. Idiots. Stupid. Fucking... Just wants to go the hell home. He gets looped into some more shit. It's like when I'm at work and we're trying to decide who's gonna go home for the day, and I'm like 90% sure it's me, and then
Cliff comes up.
Cliff, yeah, and then Cliff goes home, and I'm like, 2 more hours of hell, yay.
There was screaming. There was a lot of screaming. It's great.
My feelings. 49 minutes. I'm just gonna, I hate you. I am. Mad? Mad? How dare you?
He's angry.
End it like that.
I'm gonna poke him with a stick.
Stop! It's 11 o'clock. We started reading this at 10:15. It's 11 o'clock.
Yep. Long chapter.
They're all long.
I know.
And suffering.
It's suffering.
Who's the tall bitch? No one's tall. What are you talking about? Please stop.
All Might?
If it's All Might, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
You have an aneurysm because it's All Might?
Yeah, I'll have an aneurysm.
Why would it be so surprising if it's All Might?
I didn't say it would be surprising. I said I'd have an aneurysm.
Why?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm in an emotional state right now.
I can tell.
Alright, it's time to go to bed.
That's a way to end the night.